And climate change is hitting Mexico hard, very hard. In the central state of Michoacan, a 1,000-year-old pyramid partially collapsed after incessant rainfall. The indigenous tribe who built the pyramid have called it a bad omen. The tribe says that the last time the pyramid partially fell was right before Spain colonized Mexico and the subcontinent. So is the pyramid collapse a supernatural sign of impending doom or simply climate change? Here's our report seeking answers.
A 1,100-year-old pyramid in the YAHAWASHI archaeological zone in Michoacan, Mexico, partially collapsed last week, sparking fears among local tribes that the incident could be a bad omen. The pyramid, one of two at the site, was severely damaged due to intense rain as rocks and debris tumbled down from the ancient structure. The indigenous Purépecha tribe, who originally built the Yucatan pyramids, believes its destruction foreshadows a significant natural disaster. A descendant of the tribe spoke about the symbolism of the collapse. For our ancestors, the builders, this was a bad omen that indicated the proximity of an important event. He further explained that before the arrival of the Spanish colonizers, a similar event occurred, which the tribe interpreted as a sign of displeasure from their gods. Federal officials, however, confirmed that the collapse was exacerbated by a combination of extreme weather conditions. A prolonged drought had caused cracks in the pyramid structure, and when the rain finally came, it weakened the already vulnerable walls, leading to the partial collapse. The impact of high temperatures and the subsequent rain underscores the growing concerns about climate change in Mexico, where extreme weather patterns are becoming increasingly common. Archaeologists are now assessing the damage and are planning to thoroughly repair the pyramid. However, the incident has reignited discussions about the broader implications of climate change. The Foundation for Advancement and Conservation, in collaboration with the National Endowment for the Humanities, has been studying how climate change affects ancient buildings like this pyramid. Their findings indicate that as the climate crisis deepens, it will significantly influence which sites and collections are prioritized for protection. Mexico, like many other countries, is grappling with the escalating effects of climate change. Rising temperatures, unpredictable rainfall, and more frequent weather events are not only threatening the natural environment, but also the rich cultural heritage. For the Purépecha and other indigenous communities, the collapse of the pyramid is not just a physical loss, but a symbolic one as well, reflecting deeper fears about the future in an era of rapid environmental change.
From impeachments to inaugurations.
Got it. Alright, let's let me see something here. Alright, let's face the east. Alright, first and foremost, we'd like to give all praises to YAHAWAH, SHAM, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elder apostle GMS, who well. Salute you brothers pushing this word. And truth to sincerity, strength, YAHAWASHI. And shalom to you brothers. Shalom to you brothers and sisters growing in trust, spirit, and YAHAWASHI. Shalom to you too, right? We out here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked, destructive kingdom known as Babylon the Great, Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Rome, all those ancient empires brought up into one, controlled by Esau, Edom, so-called white man, the devil that devours Esau. If I didn't say it, I can't remember if I said it, but double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. I can't remember if I said it. So I want to make sure I get that out there. You know what I'm saying? But the brother just showed y'all a video concerning what's going on in Mexico. You speak on it, bro.
Yeah, it's a video that I came across. Said it was posted up like 3 days ago, which I watched multiple ones, and I know they're trying to say that it was caused by, you know what I'm saying, too much rain and the climate is changing and stuff like that. But we all know through the scriptures, man, that it's YAHAWAH, SHAM, YAHAWASHI doing all that. And what you've seen how they spoke to some of the people, you know, that lived in that area, and a lot of them were saying, you know, that goes. The last time that had happened was before the invasion of the Spaniards and colonized Mexico, which they look at it as a bad omen, which they're saying that's it's something that's about to come towards this, you know what I'm saying, this side.
And the reason why the Spaniards came over and did what they did is because it was prophecy, and the Northern Kingdom was heavy into idol worship, which they still is into idol worship today. So you know what I'm saying. So we're gonna get first. Let's deal with this climate change. All right, let's get Isaiah 24:5. Let's deal with this climate change stuff first. Then we're gonna jump to you know what I'm saying, exit.
Is it Isaiah 24:5?
God.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 5. It says, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Right. Because the way this world is set up now, see, the statute, laws, and commandments in the Bible is one with the earth. Okay? The statute, laws, and commandments is one with the earth and it's nature's laws. And once you go outside of nature's laws, which is the Bible, you have unstable conditions on the earth concerning the weather and the pollution that the earth will bring forth. Okay, so when they say it's climate change, that has nothing to do with it, man. What it is the laws of nature, which is the statute, laws, and commandments, are not being upheld. So therefore, everything is unstable and it's defiled, man. And that's why you got the weather patterns and the earthquakes and the floods and, you know, hurricanes and tornadoes. You know what I'm saying? The earth is defiled, man. You know what I'm saying? So, read that for me again.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 5. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
So there you go. So it's polluted. And what do they uphold today? The doctrine of the world, the teaching of the world, starting with the Roman Catholic Church. That's universal. And that's what Roman Catholic means, universal. And that's why you got all these buildings and these denominations and these churches and all that. Because that's the doctrine of the world, the teaching of the world. And by that being pushed on the earth, is defiling the earth, and the statute, law, and commandments is not being upheld. So they ain't got nothing to do with climate change. It's contrary to popular belief. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. Okay? It's about the statute, laws, and commandments. The laws of nature are not being upheld in this world, man. That's why it's like it. Go ahead, bro.
Continue on?
Yeah.
It says, verse 6, therefore has the, verse 6, therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
Yeah, because it's going to be burned because that's the cleansing agent. And that's the only way the Most High, YAHAWASHI, can cure this earth is by burning it, man. And the people that's governing the earth and wickedness, they got to be taken down. So certain landmass got to be burnt, which is Babylon the Great, right? And over there in Israel, them people in that land got to be burnt You see, they gotta be burnt in order for the Most High to clean this place up, because fire is a cleansing agent. Okay, so read that for me again.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 6. It says, therefore had the curse devoured the earth.
Yeah, that's gonna be where the Most High gonna set certain parts of the earth on fire. Cleanse it. Go ahead.
And they that dwell therein are desolate.
Yeah, they gonna suffer for it. They gonna get punished for it. Right? Go ahead.
Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned,
That's what it's gonna be. Go ahead.
and few men left.
Only a remnant gonna make it. Okay? Because it's defiled, man. And that's why you see what's going on concerning in Mexico, and they mentioning climate change. The earth is defiled, man. That's the only way it's gonna get fixed. The Heavenly Father and His Son come back and fix it, man. Man can't fix it. Okay? You gotta be cleansed. It's fire. Alright, so drop it. So we going to Exodus, right? And the reason why the so-called Mexicans knew how to build the pyramid is because they was in ancient Egypt too. Okay? During this time, we finna read the book of Exodus. They always going to the History Channel, right? I mean, when you look at the History Channel, they always go into the pyramids and how they were built and all that. Okay? But they'll say aliens done it. You know what I'm saying? Foreign beings did it. Nah, Jacob done it, man. Under hardcore bondage. And we're gonna read about it, you know, in the scripture. Go ahead, bro.
All right. This is Exodus chapter 1, verse 1. It says, now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came from Jacob, came with Jacob.
Right.
It says Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher, and all the souls that came out of loins of Jacob.
Yeah, now, Dan, we don't know where he is today. Okay, we'll find out that in the kingdom. It tells you in Corinthians, we look through a glass darkly. So we'll find out what happened to Dan in the kingdom. Well, go ahead, we don't know where Dan is today. Anybody teaching you that, they're going off. They say they know where Dan is, they're going off. Go ahead, bro.
It says 70 souls for Joseph was in Egypt already.
Go ahead.
And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation.
So Joseph, when you read in Genesis, 50th chapter. Genesis, 50th chapter. When you read in Genesis, the 50th chapter and the 26th verse, Joseph was 110 years old when he died. All right, go ahead, bro.
All right. It says, and the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them.
Right.
It says, now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
So the Egyptians recognized that the Israelites were more and mightier. They recognized that. Go ahead, bro.
It says, come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when they're fallen out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us.
So they came up with crafty counsel to go against the Israelites, right? And then see what was a secret to the masses of the people. When you put the Israelites in bondage and have them stressed out, what it is Jake like to, the only way Jake can relieve that stress and get comfort is he go to his woman. And by him going to his woman, they end up multiplying and multiplying. So the more hell you put on Jake, the more Jake will go to his woman, and the more they gonna multiply. Them secrets. Not the master, the people know that. So during the time of Egypt, when hell was being put on them in that bondage, they was multiplying like crazy. Same way in America. If Jake get under stress and hardcore bondage, they gonna multiply, man. You're not gonna be able to stop the growing population of them. That's for all the tribes. Okay, go ahead.
And so get them out, and so get them up out of the land. It says, therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. They built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses.
So there you go. So Israel was building up the city in hardcore bondage. And they built them pyramids. You see? So it's telling you right there who built the pyramids in Egypt. The Israelites in hardcore bondage. And the Egyptians, okay, which are the Watusis and the Sudanese down in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, those people in those areas, they knew in the ancient world that we was more and mightier than them. They knew that. But they had to come against us in craftiness. Same way Esau does today, and same way the Spaniards did Issachar when they came over. They had to come to them crafty, man. But Issachar was more and mightier than them. You see, that never stopped, man. Okay, go ahead.
This is verse 12. But the more they afflict them, the more they multiply and grew.
The more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. Because Jacob was having sex like crazy, man. Let's look up the word afflicted. Right there. So Jake, meaning Jacob, and all the 12 tribes, right then it was 13 of them. Because Dan was there. Okay? But they was growing like crazy, man. It was multiplying, man. So we're gonna look up this word afflict and see what we can get out of it. I'm gonna read this in the New International Version, right? This is Exodus 1 and 12. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied and spread, so the Egyptians came to dread the Israelites. You see? This is the New Living Translation. It says, but the more the Egyptians oppressed them, the more the Israelites multiplied and spread, and the more alarmed the Egyptians became. Just like Esau Edom, he had to come with crafty counsel by putting Planned Parenthood in Jake's neighborhood, right? You see, close to Jake's neighborhood, right? That's crafty counsel, man, because Esau Edom was oppressing us and still doing it to this day. So it caused Jake to multiply, man. And Jake spread out everywhere, man. Okay?